welcome to my channel. It's been a minute. I actually made this video and then I finished another book, so I was like, I'm just gonna remake it and talk about both the books I finished. So, I finished Red is for Remembrance by Laurie Chases. I don't know how to say her last name, I'm so sorry. And I finished They'll Never Catch Us by Jessica Goodman. And okay, so let's talk about Red is for Remembrance first. So this was the fourth book in the Blue is for Nightmares series. And I thought it was the last one. But I found a book called Black is for Remembrance. And I ordered it on I almost said Instagram, Amazon, and it came in, and I'm so disappointed. It's a graphic novel. So the first, which I don't have a problem with people who read graphic novels. They're just not my thing. So the first four are regular books, and the last one is a graphic novel. And I was like, this can't be right. Like, maybe I ordered it wrong. So I was looking through Amazon, couldn't find anything else, and then I came across her website. I clicked on it, and yeah, the last book is a graphic novel. I thought about returning it, but I'm just gonna read it because I really want to know what's happening next. So I'm gonna be talking about the four books. I'm gonna be talking about the last one, and it's gonna ruin the other books for you. So stop watching this video right now if you're gonna read Blue is for Nightmares. I highly recommend it. I loved it. I think Red is for Remembrance did a very good way of closing the story. However, I'm super excited that there is more to the story, and Black is for Beginnings. So anyways, stop watching right now if you're going to read them. If you're not, then feel free to keep listening and I'll give you some spoilers. So, the book starts off, so let's talk about Silvers for Secrets. So, they're in Cape Cod on vacation, kind of basically like a senior trip. Stacy starts having nightmares again, we get into it. She thinks it's about her neighbor Clara. Let's just skip to the end of the book. So I'm definitely ruining Silvers for Secrets right now. So again, this is your last warning before spoilers. So the very end of the book, Jacob's body is never found. We are assuming he's dead. They have a funeral. He fell off the cruise ship. Clara turned out to be a psychopath. And the nightmares she was having were actually about Jacob. So that's all we know. We're assuming he's dead. He's freaking lost in the ocean. We're never gonna hear from him again. So Red is for Remembrance starts off, and Stacy's at college now. She's obviously super depressed. She just lost the love of her life. She's just kind of trying to piece her life together. She does talk about how she got a full scholarship to this college, which right off the bat I was like, didn't this girl barely pass high school? And she even says that. So we actually learn that, and this is on the back of the book, I'm not ruining anything yet, that the dean of the college specifically chose Stacy and her friend Amber to come to this school. I can't even remember. I don't know. It's some fancy college. I don't know. Because he has read about Stacy. She's obviously been in the newspaper a few times now. And his daughter is having these crazy nightmares, and one of them has come true, and he just really wants help for her. Her name's Portia. And then it but then we're also reading about this guy named Shell. And from what we can tell, without giving anything away, he lives in a commune, basically. And he's thinking he kind of just woke up there one day. And it's just kind of about his life. They have weird rules. We're learning about the rules, and we're kind of thinking that Portia's nightmares are maybe connected to him, but we can't really see that yet. We're not really sure what's happening. And the leader of the commune, I can't remember his name, and then he has like a girlfriend there and a friend there. And so it's just kind of unraveling. Boy, do I want to spoil the book for you, but I won't. It's crazy. I didn't see what was coming. I didn't see it at all. I literally was baffled. Like the last 20 pages, before I was reading, I was like, okay, like, how is this gonna end? There's gotta be a twist somewhere, you know, I'm always looking for the twist. And that plot twist, and now that I know what it is, I don't know how I didn't see it before. But yeah, I don't know. Really good. I would highly recommend it. It was a really good way to end the series. I mean, obviously, I guess the series isn't over because there's still another book. I don't know when I'll read that book, just because I have a lot on my October TBR. So, super good. Okay, so now let's talk about They'll Never Catch Us. So They'll Never Catch Us is about a cross-country team, and we hear it from the perspective of two girls, and I can't remember their names now. Oh, Stella and Elle. They're sisters. Stella's older. Something happened in Stella's past. We don't know what it is yet, but basically she ruined her chances at getting a scholarship to Georgetown, and she's kind of been deemed this violent, crazy person. But she's trying to get her reputation back, and they're both cross-country runners, and their parents only have money to pay for one of them to go to college, so one of them really wants to get a scholarship, and both of them really want to be the one to get a scholarship. Stella's kind of more like a hard edge. I pictured her, okay, I want to talk about how I picture the characters. So let me actually go back and talk about Red is for Remembrance for a second again, and then let me skip to They'll Never Catch Us. So the main character, Stacy in my mind didn't have a face. She was just kind of like this witchy person. I kind of pictured her me, but like a different version of me, I guess you could say. Her best friend, Amber, I pictured her as Lara Jean's best friend from To All the Boys I Loved Before. She, like, that's the exact personality, and it just fits so perfectly. And then for some reason, whenever I read a book, like, I think maybe just because he has a very generic face to me, when someone says brown hair, blue eyes, I instantly picture Maddie from Awkward. Like, instantly. I don't know what it is, but that's just who I pictured him looking like, I guess. I don't know. And then, okay, so there's another character. Honestly, the other characters, I kind of just vague descriptions. Unless they're a very strong, prominent character, they kind of don't have faces to me. Oh, one of Stacy's other friend. Okay, there's Amber. I can't even remember her name, but I picture her as Quinn from Glee. I don't know why. She just has that look in my head. And then, but yeah, unless they're prominent, I have a vague picture in my head, but it's not, sorry, my phone was saying it was at 20%, but it's not very there. I don't know. Anyways, there's another character, his name's PJ, and I pictured him as that ventriloquist guy from Victorious. I don't know why, I don't know what, I just do. And there's another guy, his name's Chad, and I just picture him as like a football player, like with a Justin Bieber haircut, like the Biebs, like, you know, I don't know. Okay, anyways, back to They'll Never Catch Us. I pictured Stella as, I'm pretty sure her name's Stella, from Fear Street, the movies on Netflix. I don't know why, and then I pictured her sister as Stella's girlfriend on Fear Street. I don't know. They look nothing alike, but that's what I pictured. Um, Stella is part of the LGBTQ community. I can't remember if she's lesbian or bi. I'm pretty sure she's lesbian. It kind of talks about her coming out story a little bit, but it's not a very big factor in the book. It's just like, she's like, oh yeah, I'm lesbian. I came out to my parents. It was fine. That's it, basically. She kind of does talk about a relationship she used to have. Anyways, so all this is going on. They're getting ready for regionals or state or whatever, and a new girl comes into town, and her name is Mila, and she kicks Stella's butt. She becomes number one, and she does something to piss Stella off. She meets with the coach from Georgetown, and this isn't, I'm not giving away any big thing. This is like the first couple chapters. And that pisses Stella off. Stella writes her a very strongly worded text message and then is pissed off and whatever. Well, that night, Mila goes missing. And also in this town, there was a serial killer, basically. And it was kind of known for that, and they're just kind of getting over that. Like, 2 girls went missing, a 3rd girl went missing, but it turned out she had run away. But you just kind of need to know that background to know what's going on. So the town gets really scared. Some weird things start happening, like Mila's ID ends up in Stella's locker. Super weird. Elle's acting kind of sketch, and we read from her perspective, but we don't really know why she's acting sketchy. She just seems weird. Everyone thinks that Stella did it. People are accusing her. You kind of find out about the accident. She had gotten in a fight with some girl. That's all I'll tell you. I won't tell you anything else because it would give it away. Anyways, super good. I do have one suggestion, because the entire time I knew who it was, because I had looked, I was listening to this, I had looked at each chapter. It's called like Stella L. I think I'm getting that name wrong. It might be something else. I don't know. But then there's a random chapter with somebody else's name, and that was kind of sketch to me. And it kind of took away some of the mystery for me, because the whole time I was looking at that character and like pointing out all the sketchy things about that character. So if you're going to read this book, do not look ahead at the chapter head names. If you're going to listen to it, try your best not to, because it kind of took away some of the magic. So there was still a big twist, still crazy, still didn't see it coming, but also kind of did, I guess. Both these books I would give Red Is for Remembrance a 4 out of 5. Probably just because I'm not a big series person, but it was still pretty good. And I would give They'll Never Catch Us a 5 out of 5. It was super good, super entertaining. The ladies who voiced it were super good to listen to. I would 10 out of 10 recommend you listen to it. On Goodreads, I will be giving it a 5 out of 5. And I started a new book, and I'm about halfway. It's a Fear Street book. It's called Party Games. It's super good. I'm super excited to finish it and talk to you guys. I'm so excited about this book. Hang on if I can reach it. It's called The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I tried to listen to it last year, but I didn't like the voice. And I think it was confusing because the timeline goes back and forth. So I think I was really confused. But anyways, I'm so excited. I will be reading this after I read Party Games. Anyways, yeah. Let me know if you've read either of those books. Let me know if you've read Red is to Remembrance or They'll Never Catch Us. I'd love to hear your thoughts, always. There's another book by Jessica Goodman that I've wanted to pick up. If you've read any of her books, let me know. I'm super excited. I love spooky season. I'm reading, obviously, R.L. Stine. I feel like he's like one of the kings of Halloween. Like, I don't know, the kings of spooky. There's a lot of kings and queens of Halloween. But on my list, he's up there. So I'm super pumped. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day.